Top 5 Bigfoot sightings in South Dakota, unraveling the mystery of the plains. South Dakota, known for its wide-open prairies and rugged black hills, has a population of approximately 900,000 residents. The state's 3 largest cities, Sioux Falls, Rapid City, and Aberdeen, are concentrated in its eastern and western regions, leaving much of the state sparsely populated. With a population density of about 11 people per square mile, South Dakota is one of the least densely populated states in the U.S. Approximately 14% of South Dakota is forested, primarily in the Black Hills and along river valleys. The first recorded Bigfoot-like encounters in South Dakota date back to Native American oral traditions. The Lakota and other plains tribes spoke of a large, hairy humanoid known as Chietanka, meaning big elder brother or great man. These beings were said to live in the remote hills and river valleys, watching over humans but rarely interacting. Early fur traders and settlers in the 1800s also reported encounters with a wild man of the hills, often describing large footprints and strange noises echoing through the forests. One of the first widely reported incidents occurred in 1888 near the Missouri River, where a group of trappers claimed to have been stalked by a towering, hairy creature. They reported hearing guttural growls and seeing large footprints in the snow before their mysterious visitor vanished into the dense riverbank trees. Now let's explore the top 5 most compelling Bigfoot sightings in South Dakota, listed in reverse order. We saved the greatest amount of detail for our number 1 selection. Number 5, the Missouri River Stalker. Location, Farm Island Recreation Area near Pierre, South Dakota. Date, October 2020. Number of witnesses, 2. Farm Island Recreation Area, located along the Missouri River, is a popular spot for fishing, hiking, and birdwatching. Thousands of visitors frequent the area each year, drawn to its mix of wooded trails and open prairie. On a crisp October evening, 2 fishermen reported hearing heavy footfalls in the brush before seeing a large, dark figure moving near the water's edge. The fog rolling in from the river made visibility difficult, but the witnesses described the creature as at least 7 feet tall, walking upright with a fluid, deliberate motion before disappearing into the trees. Number 4, the Badlands Shadow. Location, Badlands National Park near Wall, South Dakota. Date, July 2019. Number of witnesses, 3. Badlands National Park is famous for its dramatic rock formations and fossil beds, drawing nearly 1 million visitors annually. The park's rugged, desolate landscape makes it an unlikely place for a Bigfoot sighting. But in July 2019, 3 campers hiking along a remote trail reported a bizarre encounter. As the sun set and the sky turned deep red, they saw a massive, shadowy figure perched on a ridge watching them. When they shined their flashlights in its direction, it quickly disappeared behind the rock formations. The heat of the day had given way to a cool, eerie stillness, adding to the surreal nature of their sighting. Number 3, the Custer Park Giant. Location, Custer State Park, near Custer, South Dakota. Custer State Park is one of South Dakota's premier outdoor destinations, spanning over 71,000 acres of rugged hills, pine forests, and scenic lakes. On a late March afternoon, a solo hiker in a secluded part of the park reported seeing an enormous, hairy creature watching him from a distance. The wind had picked up that day, creating an eerie howling sound through the trees. As the hiker cautiously stepped forward, the creature turned and strode into the forest with shocking speed. The witness described the movement as unnaturally smooth and silent, despite its size. Number 2, the Spearfish Creek Encounter. Location, Spearfish Canyon near Spearfish, South Dakota. Date, September 2022. Number of witnesses, 4. Spearfish Canyon, with its towering cliffs and cascading waterfalls, is one of the most scenic areas in the Black Hills. In September 2022, 4 hikers exploring a less-traveled trail along Spearfish Creek had a chilling experience. They heard a series of deep, guttural growls coming from the trees, followed by the unmistakable sound of heavy footsteps pacing nearby. When one hiker threw a stone in the direction of the noise, they caught a glimpse of a massive, fur-covered figure before it vanished into the undergrowth. The group was too frightened to continue, and they quickly left the area. Number 1, the Black Hills Guardian. Location, Black Hills National Forest near Deadwood, South Dakota. Date, May 2023. Number of witnesses, 6. Black Hills National Forest, spanning over 1.2 million acres, is a rugged and remote wilderness, teeming with pine forests, deep valleys, and winding trails. It is a hotspot for hikers, campers, and wildlife enthusiasts. In May 2023, a group of 6 friends on a weekend camping trip experienced something they would never forget. As dusk settled over their campsite near a quiet mountain stream, the group noticed a series of enormous footprints in the damp earth leading into the forest. Curious but cautious, they followed the tracks for a short distance before hearing the unmistakable sound of heavy breathing just beyond the tree line. Moments later, a towering, dark figure stepped into a clearing, standing motionless as if studying them. One witness, Mark C., a local hunting guide, described the encounter. "I've spent my whole life tracking wildlife in the Black Hills, and I've never seen anything move like that. It had this eerie, deliberate way of walking, like it knew exactly what it was doing. I've never seen anything move that fast through thick brush." The group remained silent, overwhelmed by the experience, before hastily packing up their gear and leaving the campsite. The sheer size of the creature, combined with the unsettling awareness it seemed to have of their presence, has left them convinced they encountered something beyond ordinary wildlife. From the deep forests of the Black Hills to the desolate ridges of the Badlands, South Dakota remains a prime location for unexplained encounters. With its vast open spaces and remote woodlands, the state provides ample opportunity for creatures to remain hidden. Whether these sightings are the result of undiscovered wildlife, illusions of the mind, or something more extraordinary, the legend of Bigfoot in South Dakota continues to captivate and intrigue those who venture into its wild landscapes. Hit subscribe to follow this channel as we track Bigfoot and other weird and wacky happenings across the United States. Do you believe your region or town deserves a top rating? Or have you had an unusual encounter in the woods you can't explain? Do you believe Bigfoot still exists today? Please leave a comment in the comment section. We would love to hear from you.